So I want to tell this story, y'all. So I don't want to take no more calls. So I just want to tell this story. Israelite groups be pussyfooting. Facts. Because whenever it's something about us, they all talk about it. When I seen that Jada Pinkett shit come out, everybody and their mama was talking about Gentleman Hyman being wrong for giving a hypothetical counsel. He's wrong. ISUBK is off. They should be crucified. I had to go defend that shit. Yada, 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 yada. Meanwhile, these niggas bring a goddamn bring a transgender into their high holy day. Other Israelite groups had this transgender on their clubhouse stages teaching women. And ain't nobody talking about it. It's like hush. Ooh, don't talk about that. Them brothers, don't talk about that. Man, fuck that. Like, you supposed to be, listen, the respective persons in y'all Israelite community, because that's not my Israelite community. My Israelite community, which includes them, doesn't have respective persons. Let that sizzle in your spirit before they start crying. They start crying. Oh, Cap said this, Cap said that. I hope y'all can let this sizzle in your spirit. Let this sizzle in your spirit. My Israelite community does not have respective persons. Y'all Israelite community do. Because all of y'all ain't say shit about how do y'all let some nigga just pop up on the Clubhouse app and start teaching? How do y'all let some Israelite nigga just come into your shit? And then when you see this person, you know this is a woman. This is a straight up bulldagger. There's no way that y'all saw this woman who came with another woman and not know that this is a woman. Y'all know it. And then gonna get mad at me because I exposed. This is why I respect Nakamaya, not the Nakamaya in my organization, but this is why I respect the brother Nakamaya, because Nakamaya is one of the brothers that brought this sister in thinking it was a boy and treated this person like a son. And he was mad at y'all Israelite community for not talking about it. Just so y'all know. You know why Nakamaya told me? Because everybody knows if you tell me about some sin in Israel, I'm going to talk about it. You know what they know about everybody else? We ain't going to talk about it. We going to hush it up. Y'all hush up y'all adultery. Y'all hushed up this transgender. You hush up your hoes. Y'all hush up everything that goes on in the Israelite community. But let it would have happened in the Christian community. Let it would have happened in the Christian community, the Muslim community, the black world, and any other world, y'all would have openly spoke about that shit. And the only reason that you even did a clubhouse room on it is because I made a post about the shit. The only other brother I got to shout out is the brother, Abaya. Abaya, myself and Abaya are the only ones that came out with it. And you know what I was asked? I was asked to not talk about it for a couple of hours. Talk about, well, we still trying to find out who the person is, who the person is not. Shalom, Cap. And shout out to Dez the Hebrew. We appreciate the super chat donation. I was asked, hey, Cap, can you not talk about it until midnight? Because we still trying to figure out the facts. And you know what I said? I said, I'll give y'all till midnight. By midnight, nobody contacted me, and so I talked about it again. And y'all mad at me. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at your foolishness. Be mad. Like some shit got to be a learning lesson. And what y'all, in that Israelite group, which I don't even remember the name of the group, that Israelite group got a horrible learning lesson, and the only way they won't make the same mistake again is if they're prideful. You can't be prideful because we calling out the mistake that you made. Listen, they had this woman. Now, just so y'all know, brief recap. Some woman made herself look like a man and was a horrible job at that. Even when you hear this bitch talk, when you heard this bitch talk, and I could call her a bitch. Let me tell y'all something. This woman, this dyke, is a full-out bitch, and I could call her a bitch because what do you call a woman who pretends to be a man, infiltrates an Israelite group, teaches people on the app, what the fuck do you call her? But a bitch. That bitch said, listen, they gave this bitch a Y chromosome test. I never even knew that you can get Y chromosome test. Yeah. This about to go down as the longest Car Chronicles I think I've ever done in history. I've never heard of a Y chromosome test. Never heard of it. They gave this man, they gave this woman, and here's the crazy part. Here's the crazy part. Me personally, I wouldn't have had to give a Y chromosome test. This woman sent the video that 5 niggas saw with her popping a dick out of the boxer drawers. Yeah, I'm the best narrator. I'm the best narrator in all Israel. You want to hear the story? No, I'm not. General Hyman is the best narrator out of all Israel. I try to pattern after him. Listen, in the first council that they brought forth, first they said, the first council that they brought forth, first they brought the bitch behind a tree and said, what about your dick? That's the first thing they did. That's wild in itself. That's wild. Now, the only thing I said at the time was, you never know how somebody gonna react, but that's wild. So they pulled her behind the tree and said, hey man, you're gonna have to whip out your dick so we know you're a man. She said, nah, I ain't whipping out no dick. Then she goes home, puts the strap on, whip out a dick through the boxer drawers, and everybody said it wasn't a real dick because she said she was a hermaphrodite. Come on, y'all. And they still got her doing a Y chromosome test. All of this for one bitch that deceived. Listen, let's say if a person came into this, let's say if a person came into the zone. Let's say if a person comes into the zone and he or she is generally seeking help, right? Let's say if this person is generally seeking help about whatever it is that they're struggling with, I can see going all out for that person. Let's say if a homosexual is battling homosexuality, a lesbian is battling lesbianism. Let's say if a drug addict is battling that, I could see you going through these lengths to help that person. But this bitch straight up deceived y'all. The bitch first came in looking like a woman, then made herself look like a man. Then you find out then she say she's then she say she's a hermaphrodite. She's saying she's all these things. At one point do you say, fuck this bitch? At what point? You doing all this? I mean, are you trying to holler at the bitch? Like, is he trying to get the lesbianism up out of her? You trying to get the lesbianism up out of her? Is that what you're doing? And then here's the crazy part. So now I'll go right into the clubhouse room. I'm listening. They give her this Y chromosome test. Of course, she fails the Y chromosome test. She's a woman. You know what this bitch said? She said, I might identify as a woman, but I'm spiritually a man. Yo, what did you do with that? She said, that test may say I'm a girl. She said, yo, she said, that test may say I'm a girl, but I'm spiritually a man. And I ain't gonna stop spiritually being a man. Come on, man. But Israel, you know what y'all do in Israel? Y'all gonna hush that shit up. Y'all not gonna talk about it. Y'all gonna let that shit slide as if it never happened. It'll be the hush thing. Nah, Bayana, that's what she said. Bayana, she said right on that damn stage that she's spiritually a man. She feel it in her spirit. And y'all did all of that for what? I don't understand. So, I don't know. Wait. So I didn't even get a chance to play the video for y'all. Wait. So before I go, listen, man, to that Israelite group, what I would suggest y'all do is just examine if what y'all doing is right. You got to examine yourself in some kind of way. And you probably ain't going to want to hear from me because I've been joking about it and XYZ like that. That's just the way I tell stories. But if you can get past that part and accept this constructive criticism, answer the brother Nekamayaf, to everybody that let this transgender on their stage to teach, to everybody that paid her way to make sure she got to this feast day, to everybody that let her in that feast day with a woman. She had a wife. Listen, imagine if her and that wife was having some type of relations in that tent while they was keeping that feast day. You had full-on lesbianism happening in your high holy day. You got to examine yourself. And what you should examine is, am I doing everything right according to what God would have? Is this a lesson that the Lord is trying to teach me that maybe I got to re-examine how I'm functioning? Should I just be accepting people? Is there a better way to do this? Should I have my group? I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Now, before I go, I want to play y'all this video. Let me see if I got it. Whew. Good night.